What is up, guys? My name is Ronnie and I have hair and I does makeup, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a palette comparison between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Master palette by Makeup by Mario. There's a lot of M's going on and talking way too much, so if that is something that you're interested in, keep on watching. So I have pivoted as always in my palette comparisons. I have some comparisons, so let's get right into these swatches. First up, we have Isle and Fifth Avenue. Isle is more reflective and golden in tone, while Fifth Avenue is more champagne. Next up, we have Belle and Paris. Belle is more of a neutral, almost taupe shimmer, while Paris is slightly warmer in tone. Next up, we have Lily and Marina. Both are kind of like neutral light pink shimmers, but Lily is more reflective and it has green and purple reflex, like glitters, kind of pressed into the shimmer formula. Next up, we have Hope and Bronx. Both are olive shimmers, but Hope is a little bit more reflective and has gold and red glitter reflex pressed into the formula. Next up, we have Paloma and Lula. Paloma is a lighter, more neutral matte shade, while Lula is a little bit more of like a taupe matte shade. I don't know why I took that pause. Very dramatic.
I'd better test it with a dramatic.
Is he all right?
Pause!
Next up, we have Fleur and Kim. Fleur is a very peachy matte shade, while Kim is a copper shimmer, but in my defense, Kim is very not shimmery in the pan, so I thought it was a matte, but they're very similar tones, at least. If you just don't look at the shimmer, don't perceive that that's a shimmer, and it's good. Next up, we have Liberty and Bronx. Liberty is an olive matte shade, but it oxidizes very, very dark in the pan. Like, it almost doesn't look olive anymore. It looks kind of like a greenish gray. And Bronx is that same olive shimmer shade. Next up, we have Peacock and Claudia. Both are navy shimmers, but Peacock has like red and purple glitter reflex pressed into the formula, as well as a red base, and it's kind of like a red to navy duochrome. I really, really like this shade, but I did need a glitter glue to work with it, if I'm gonna be honest. Just spoiler alert for later on in the video when I use it. Next up, we have Metro and Isabel. Both are peachy or like more terracotta-y matte shades, but Isabel is slightly darker. Next up, we have Muse and NYC. Muse is a rich, neutral, like dark brown shimmer, while NYC is a much more red-toned, like lighter shimmer. Not really similar, but I thought they'd be a fun thing to compare. And yeah, these are the comparison swatches, and this is the eye look. If you'd like to see how I achieved this wonderful eye look, keep on watching. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, the Master Palette by Makeup by Mario and Anastasia was available in 2019, I think. So it hasn't been available for like 3 years, but a lot of people have really been wanting them to bring it back. But I don't think that that's going to be happening, considering that Mario kind of has his own makeup brand. But I really thought that this Nouveau palette would be a really good dupe. If you don't look at the purple, don't look at the purple. Don't perceive the purple. You do not see the purple. You don't see the purple. Do not perceive the purple. If you don't look at the purple, I do think that this is a fairly good dupe for it. I do like that Anastasia is increasing their pan sizes. The price increase, I think there was a little bit of a price increase with this. Like this palette, I think was like $55-ish, and the normal palettes are like $45, so it's an extra $10 for the same amount of shades, but look at how much bigger the pans are. I don't know, I feel like I like it more. I think I like it more. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Is it worth it? I'm gonna have to do math and I don't wanna. Anyway, the packaging on this is also stunning and beautiful. This like feels like cloth. The letters are like sunken in, and this is gonna sound disgusting, but it feels nice when I do it. I'm like a cat. Anyway, enough dawdling. Let's get into this eyeshadow. So on my Makeup by Mario side, I'm gonna go in with Isabel. And I'm just lightly putting that in my crease. And then on my Nouveau side, after color switching, I'm just gonna pick up Metro. So here's what these two crease shades look like. I will say that this looks a little bit warmer, this looks a little bit more neutral. But both don't look too different. Both palettes do have a lot of fallout, I will say. Definitely is like a standard Anastasia formula. I'm gonna do something a little funky. So on my Mario palette, on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with Claudia. Now I believe Claudia is Norvina's like real name. So I think Mario named a lot of the shades in here after his muses, because there's like Kim, Marina, Violetta, Isabel. So I think it was really sweet that he named shade after Anastasia's daughter. Just really sloppily putting that in. There's a lot of fallout there. All in my highlight. Oh no. Dusting that away. Hopefully that doesn't leave too much of a cast. I will say I like the mirror on the Nouveau palette a lot more. And then on my Nouveau side, I'm going in with Peacock. It is that blue to red duochrome that I was talking about. I don't know what compelled me to see if this was Anastasia Beverly Hills' answer to them being asked to come out with the Makeup by Mario palette again. But I just saw this and I was like, this is the Makeup by Mario palette. Taking some more of Metro on my Nouveau side. Just using that to help blend this into the crease and just out. If you want that to stay a shimmer, you're gonna have to use like a glitter glue, because that just went away. That just disappeared. That's gone. That shade has disappeared. She has left the building. All right, let's see how Claudia does when I put Isabel over her, shall we? Okay, Claudia stayed, which is what I wanted. I wanted the blue to kind of stay. So I'm gonna go back in on this side. I'm gonna press a little bit of glitter glue down. So give me a minute. I'm back and looking a little bit like Alyssa Edwards, but it was hard because the glitter glue made everything stick, and so I had to like go in with the blending shade and then more blue to make it blended and then more blending shade, and then I got a little out of control, and then I had to go in with the All Reliable, which is shimmery brown shade, and then blended out with more crease shade. So I shimmery brown, shimmery gold. So it's Fifth Avenue over here, Isla over here. Both sides look pretty even now, though it was a struggle. I was on the struggle bus, but now what is this? Everything is very blown. Everything is more dramatic than I wanted it to be tonight, but here we are. I said I want to do something crazy, and here I am. So let's get on with it. What am I even gonna do what do I want to do for the lids? What do I do for the lids now? What do I even do for the lids? Do I just go in with the olives? I don't know if I can just go in with the olives and call it a day, honestly. I don't think the pinks would look good. I could go in with the brown shimmers, but I feel like they would knock out the blue. Olive might be too much. Brown might be not enough. The pink would just be all over the place. Screw it, I'm going in with the pink. Let me slap some glitter glue on my face. Glitter glue is on, and it's a little bit tacky, so on my Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau side, I'm gonna be going in with Lily. I'm just stamping her right on the inner corner. She doesn't want to come off like on my eyelid. She wants to stay on my brush. And since this has green reflex and I was kind of going back and forth on whether or not to do pink or green, I'll probably just do both. Because you know what? I'm just like that. There is Lily, very, very reflective. I love that. Now I'm just patting some of Marina down from my Makeup by Mario palette. So this one isn't as intense, but I do think that the green reflex in this are what adds a lot of the intensity to it. But it is a very similar, like, light pink vibe. And then to marry the two shades on the Nouveau side, I'm going in with Hope right on the middle. Just pressing that right on the middle. Slowly working over the blue. And then I'll slowly work into the pink. I actually don't mind that. I actually think that looks really cool. Look at me. This kind of is like Powerpuff Girls vibe. But if Buttercup were in the middle instead of Blossom. And then I'm giving very Blossom hair. I'm a Powerpuff Girl. Living out my childhood fantasies as an adult. Is it happenstance or trauma? We'll never know. I'm just matching that on the Makeup by Mario side with the shade Bronx. There is that. So here are both sides right now. I think they look really similar, and I've used a lot of shades out of both palettes. I look a little crazy, I will admit. I'll be the first to admit. It looks really blown out, really dramatic, but similar. So I'm going to finish up underneath my eyes. I'm just going to finish up my face in general, and then I'm going to be right back. I'm back, and this is the final look. So now that kind of like the dust has settled and I've had a little bit to really look at it, I will say that I do think that the Nouveau side is a little bit more like bang, pop, in your face with like just the intensity of the shadows. I do kind of think that it is like the Master Palette by Mario, just kind of with just kind of brought up for the new age. I think earlier in this tutorial I said 2019 is whenever it came out. I think it actually was like fall 2016. I am ancient, but but I do think that the pressed glitter pigments that they have in the shadow definitely help bring it to light. But I do think that you can still tell that like the overall color story and like the look that I achieved with this is like fairly similar. And I used a lot of colors. I used the blue, I used the green, I used the pink, I used the terracotta. I keep wanting to say brown whenever I mean the gold. I used the gold. I used 5 of the 6 shades. 6. I used 5 of the 12 shades. I can't count today. I can't do math. Oh no. Okay. But I do really like both sides. This is more like subdued. This is more like yes. But I will say that I think Anastasia brought back the Master Palette by Mario without bringing back the Master Palette by Mario. I will say that. So if you do want the Master Palette by Mario because you missed it, I'd say maybe pick this up. Or if you want Master Palette by Mario with a new coat of paint because the other one is getting a little crusty, it's getting a little dusty, it's getting a little expired. I should probably throw mine away. Pick this one up. It isn't too bad. Definitely use a glitter glue with these pigments, or with these shimmers, excuse me, because there's Fallout City, and that blue really just went away whenever I dusted it away. And I used the Milk Hydro Grip for my eye primer today. She went away. She was gone. So yeah, this is the final look. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this down below. Let me know if you think these palettes are similar in any way. Let me know what you think about Anastasia doing this with the unofficial bringing back, or my opinion, I guess, of the unofficial bringing back of the Master Palette by Mario. Just let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!